May 15th, 2012. I moved to a halfway house today, and for the first time in what it feels like in years, I have my own room, complete with my own cell phone, a TV, mini fridge, this computer, it's an old Mac but it's got signal, and a microwave. I have to share a bathroom, but to be honest, this place is the Ritz when compared to the park benches I've known, so sharing a bathroom is no-brainer. The town itself, Wellington Beach, is pretty evened out, having sober communities all over the place. During treatment sessions, my counselor is pushing me to write a blog that will help me release my frustrations in a helpful way instead of bottling them up. So, here it goes. My name is Wes, and I am a 23 alcoholic, and I have been known to abuse cocaine. I used to work at a PA in various projects at the East Coast production train, but after being shunned by my mother, girlfriend, coworkers, and surrounding families, I was forced into rehab where I got clean, and honestly, it kind of sucks. No more glory days, no more all or nothing with the fraternity brothers, no more fun at the bar, if they ever let me back in. Strangely, however, I really feel like I'm clear-headed and can see the world a little bit more than I used to. This halfway house is deluxe when compared to most joints, allowing us loads of freedom as long as we pay our way and submit the weekly drug tests. Not only that, it's exclusively to only 8 guys at a time, and we don't have to share rooms. Beats the hell out of rehab. May 21st, 2012. Finally, I found a job at the Mexican Grill here in town. The best part is, it's only a block from my house, so no more buses. For those who haven't given a damn at this point, I am in a halfway house located here in Wellington Beach, North Carolina, and I have been clean for about 3 months today. Originally, I really missed the rush, but I won't lie, this shit is awesome. I even met a pretty girl today, Katie, who was also in rehab with me. My type too, blonde, bubbly, curvy, and most importantly, she loves comic books that I do. Nothing beats a common interest. We're meeting at the Java bar tonight after I get off work and exchanging some books before we head over to whatever it is we decided. As long as we're back by curfew. May 25th, 2012. Not much going on lately. I've been pretty busy with work, AA meetings, NA meetings, and KE time at Javaholics. The biggest news report is that the town is seemingly getting quieter each day, even though it's summertime and Beaches Fair should be bustling. Hell, it was even slower today at Laconia, which I really fail to understand, seeing as how it's the only Mexican grill in town that has a sensation grade above a 95. Going to walk Katie home after Javaholics, and we'll see if it lives up. May 28th, 2012. Weird things happened this weekend. Somewhere in Florida over the weekend, a man abused bath salts, attacked and ferociously chewed off the face of a homeless man. This guy was exhibiting signs of superhuman strength, and if you know anything about drugs, it's that anything is possible. But bath salts? Really? I always thought it was a meth thing. Drugs is drugs though, no doubt about that. At the NA meeting tonight, we discussed the possibility that the drugs were explicitly tempering with or something else got into the system that includes a super strength, a theory the old cats tried to dismiss as silly. Katie kind of scared about it though, since we live in a community that's not only half sober, but is also more than half abusing. I told her I'd protect her. May 29th, 2012. Officially freak out day. Whatever the hell is going on in this making addicts super freaky cannibals makes its appearance here tonight. Across from Javaholics, it is an actual bar that is usually swarmed by the darker crowds in Wilmington. A day and night contrast with a humbling establishment. A crazy bubbling crackhead we all know usually heads for the bar at night to score, but tonight he came to ours and rushed into our bathroom, locking himself in and began going nuts inside, beating the walls, smashing the toilet and sink, as well as nearly breaking down the old English oak door. The owner evacuated the building and we watched as the police came and escorted him outside to the cruiser. He was covered in oily black filth, vomit, waste, and what we all thought was blood. The worst case of mania. I think any of us had ever seen. Damn shame too. The guy was actually kinda nice. One of my housemates, Perry, we're talking to our house monitor, Chaz, tonight about the whole thing, and Chaz, being a paranoid kind of guy he is, called in someone else to take his shift. I'm worried he's relapsing. May 30th, 2012. Today was one for the books. So much crap happened today, and I seriously feel like sneaking out tonight to find a Happy Meal to curb my anger. I must not, though. I owe it to myself, too. Here is a list of bullshit that have bombarded me today. 1. 5 of the guys in the house was discharged. 3 from relapsing, and the other 2 just wanted to leave town fearing the influence. A trend that is highly uncommon here in this facility. Another trend that follows up on this is that usually people are lined up out of the door to get into a joint, but only one was admitted. My new best friend and fellow comic book enthusiast, Mario, only Mario, Perry, myself, and another regular named Matt remain. 2. The meeting was called off for the day, letting everybody recover from the incident at Javaholics. We have instead directed it. Since last night, 3 more incidents have been broken across Wilmington. One in particular, sadly, was Chester Chaz Borley, our former house mentor. Unlike the other 2, however, he disappeared. Number 3. Who I thought was my ex-girlfriend Emily showed up today. She was concerned, as was my mother apparently, both of them wishing me to come back home. I was like, bitch, are you serious? No phone calls, no letter, no nothing for months, and now you giving me shit? Fuck off. I doubt the urge to use will ever be as strong as it is right now because of them. She and my mom are staying at the Hilton Front Street, and I doubt they're leaving until they convince me to. One of the last mentors remain has been talking to me about it and saying he wouldn't blame me for getting the hell out because he feels like things are only going to get worse. I told him that I wouldn't because for the first time in my life, I feel like I actually have a home. Perry, Mario, Matt, and myself hung out in my room tonight and talked things over. Matt's rehab lover, Jessica, snuck in usually, but unusually. The gravity around here is rather lax, seeing how the mentors apparently aren't paying attention to the cameras in the houses. No women rules, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. Matt and Jessica have decided to leave together this weekend and invited me and Katie to come as well. I respectfully declined, though I truly do miss Katie and I haven't heard from her all day. Jessica made an effort to comfort me, telling me that she is at the house in bed, missing me too. All I can say now is, when shit started hitting the fan, it's funny how real it looks when you're clear and sober. May 31st, 2:30 a.m. I sat here awake, unable to get back to sleep, knowing now just how wrong things are right now. We all woke up at the sound of the fight in the office next door. Mario and Matt came out of their rooms, running out to see what was happening. When they approached the building, all they could see was tonight's mentor, Billy, fighting with Chaz, who was out of his mind and incoherent. Matt managed to knock him unconscious with the toolbox before he was able to choke out Billy. The paramedic showed up and took off with him before Billy suddenly up and left himself, leaving us here alone. He didn't even bother calling anybody else to take over. He just left. The rest of us have been sitting in our rooms, wondering just what the fuck to do now. Perry is gone now too, having been picked up by his old drug-dealing friend of his in the sheer desperation of moving on somewhere. Mario is in his room calling a friend of his, which worries me because he says he's getting a gun for him. Matt has called Jessica, who told him that their house mother has closed the building and is sending the girls in their vans and cars to the bus station. She was able to slip out and Katie is coming with her here now, making the whole situation even harder to understand. While Matt is packing the last of his things, I'm sitting here watching more reports of this craziness, trying to reel myself back some before I blow up. Whenever they finally get here, I'll talk to Katie about what to do next. Until then, I'm venturing back into the office and I'm going to try calling someone. And then my mom and Emily. Hopefully they left town already. If not, I'll have even bigger problems. 3:45 a.m. Back from the office, and it's a fucking mess in there. The phone was destroyed in the struggle, so I assumed that Billy was going to walk somewhere to get help. I can't help but wonder why he didn't even use the cell phone. Jessica and Katie showed up finally, as did Mario's friend, who I really do not like. This jackass, Daniel, is some kind of scum people in rehab call a critical enabler. He sold Mario not one, not two, but 3 guns. 3 fucking guns in an out-of-control halfway house. I'm sure that they're also using, as they have yet to come back out of his room. Funny enough, Mario gave 2 of the guns to me and Matt, though I declined to carry a weapon after what happened back in Durham. He still left it on the kitchen table, and Matt putting it in my room after he and Jessica disappeared into his room. Katie is on the phone with her parents. I feel like I should call Emily and my mother, but I cannot bring myself to make them worry about me any more than they already have, for I am now worried myself. The news is talking about how local beach fire is being attacked by a group of crazed addicts. I was able to talk the others into remaining here for the night, so that tomorrow in the day we can assess things outside better. Jessica's car is packed with her things and Katie's, who are really still trying to talk me into going. I find it pointless now, as I'm sure the situation is being put under control by police. If we were caught up in the middle of this anyway, we're toast. At least here, we may be able to hold on for a while, so I'm attempting to talk to others into staying so we can better fortify the house and try surviving that way. I will remain by my computer and document everything I can in hopes of something or someone might know that we're okay and scared. That is all. If anyone from the WTC Treatment Center or Wilmington Beach Police Department gets this, just know that myself, Catherine Young, Matthew Dennis, Jessica Stahl, and hopefully Mario Chavez are okay and not using. We're at Launch House 4 off of the Market Street of downtown Wilmington. We should be okay. For now.